All right, what's up, guys and gals? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video recap in the daily live trade room. CPI report comes out hotter than expected after the indices were already in a pretty substantial overnight downtrend. So all we did was sit tight for a couple minutes after the report came out, and we identified this low risk trade setup here on the S&P 500. Right, so market takes this huge dump on the news report. Got to give it a few minutes, let it shake itself out, decide what it wants to do. First order of business is define some form of resistance, which is identified by this line right here. And this is our correction. So we pull back and we break both this pivot and our correction line all on this particular candle. So I told my traders, I said, listen, if you're going to consider this opportunity, here's how I would manage it. On the approach, or reaching this very first pivot right here, which is a 1.23 to 1 risk reward, I would start taking some profit. So this is profit at 32 ticks. Okay, and at this point, I would be taking my stop and moving it to my entry. Right? We don't want to risk any of our capital here. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. There's a better than not chance that when the market opened officially at 9:30, that we were going to get some pushback. So did we want to partake in the pushback? And the answer to that was absolutely not. What do I mean by pushback? Probably some short covering, maybe some stops getting hit, whatever the situation may be, we're probably going to get a little bit of an influx. So at target one, sell or cover, I should say, part of your position, move your stop to break even. This is risk management. Guys, if whoever you are trading with is not forefront focused on risk management, then you're being entertained rather than provided a genuine service. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of great traders out there to follow, and I admire each and every one of them. But there's also a lot of entertainers out there, which I believe are just taking your money, right? So here nor there, I don't tell you where to buy, sell, or place your stop. I simply tell you what I would do managing my own money after doing this for 13 years. On a test of this next pivot here at 49 ticks, I would be covering more of my position, meaning I would be capturing more profit. Leaving my stop at break even, I would be taking more profit right here. Now, the opening bell happens. I'll move this out of the way. You can see we kind of wiggle around. We don't hit our stop, and we do end up pushing a little bit deeper into the profit. Not quite to our next target, for a total push of about 89 ticks. Now, at this time, the NASDAQ was reversing pretty hard. In fact, at this time, it was trying to overtake its VWAP. So I said to my traders, I said, listen, just from cross-examination between two markets that are heavily correlated, there's a chance that the S&P starts to rotate here. Do what you will with that information, but if the NASDAQ stays strong in its recovery, regardless of how temporary or long that recovery may last, the S&P may suffer a turnaround. And that's exactly what happened. Ultimately, we came back to reach our stop. So had you not heeded the opportunity to have covered more of your position, at least you didn't lose anything, and you had two very clean, concise, laid out, explained, baby stepped opportunities to take profit on the S&P 500 this morning. Okay, market got a little dicey around the news, but we know how to navigate it because we've been doing this for a long time. We just let the market come to us, give us what we want, and then we capitalize on the opportunity. This setup gave us multiple time frame confluence in the favor of the overall trend, and it performed beautifully. Guys, if what I just shared with you find valuable and would be helpful in your own trading, and you would like to join me live tomorrow morning and every morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, There are some links below this video. I encourage you to consume the content. Send me an email. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, and then get you up and running for tomorrow morning's session. So with that, I appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something from this video, a like, a subscribe to the channel would be very helpful. I appreciate that. My goal is to help retail traders overcome their hurdles through the hurdles that I have been forced to overcome in my career. So again, I hope that this video blessed you. I hope that this video served you in some manner, and I would greatly appreciate any feedback that you have from it. Thank you again for your time. I appreciate each and every one of you who watch these videos, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.